All right, good morning everybody from here. Welcome to this live session, the very last live session for this week, today being Friday, the 19th of October 2018. Well, the market took quite a long time, 4 days, trying to figure out which direction it wants to take to. Today being Friday is the day that we are seeing a very promising market, and hopefully we are going to be finding some trading opportunities in the day. So that means we have to stay glued to our charts for the whole of today. We might be finding valid trading opportunities to take. Okay, all right, without wasting much of time, let's go through all of the pairs. We'll be doing a complete review, searching for trading opportunities across all 28 major currency pairs. So I beg your pardon to I crave your indulgence to be patient with me on this. Okay, all right, let's go on. The first one is the trade that we're involved in, the New Zealand dollar against the American dollar. This is the 1 hour time frame. Obviously we're trading this based on the fact that price is was beginning to turn to the upside in the daily time frame. Okay, not much of profit anyway, but we are in positive as at the time of this video. Price made another hit into that support zone. You can see that strike yesterday, then it's now bouncing back up. We hope this is going to be the last bounce to the upside. Looking into this pair, you might be having a possible channel formation, that sideways price behavior, and of course this type of price action still points to the upside. So we are still holding this trade. We are giving it a fair chance. We'll let it play out for the rest of today. I am also seeing that we might be holding this trade until next week. Okay, might be holding this trade until next week. I really do not want to tamper with the trade plan, otherwise we would have closed it out yesterday. But let's just keep the trade running. Okay, all right, next pair is the Australian dollar against the New Zealand dollar. In this pair, price is actually turning to the downside, but the turn is really not a good one for us to jump in. That pin bar is just too long. The market volatility around that area is so abnormal, so we are not really liking the type of price action that we are seeing here. So we'll be following this in the intraday time frame, the 1 hour time frame. Let's wait to see a breakout of this level of support to the downside. Okay, remember we are risking our real money here, so we don't want to gamble with our monies. So let's wait for price to break out of this level of support. Okay, if it does, then we'll be looking for excuse me, we'll be looking for continuation moves to the downside. All right, the New Zealand dollar against the Japanese yen. Well, probably would have been in more profit if we had taken this trade. We discussed this yesterday. You can see the bounce there. Price just took off to the upside, but we are involved in the New Zealand dollar against the American dollar. You will see plenty of trading opportunities across New Zealand dollar pairs. So this one here is analyzed. Price has reacted off that level, although we are not involved in. We got involved in the New Zealand dollar against the American dollar. So this pair is still bullish. Directional bias is clearly to the upside. If you're looking to trade here, you want to be searching for long opportunities only. All right, the Canadian dollar against the Japanese yen in the let's see that in the 1 hour time frame. Well, like I said yesterday, I'm not interested in going short with this pair. I will not be doing that. I'm not interested in that. I don't like the price action anymore. Instead, I will just keep this little trend line. I'm really not interested, and let me see again. Now I'm not interested in going short here. Okay, I don't like the price action. Let me see if I can change this level. Okay, remove this. Let me be simple enough with this. All right, let's keep it at this. It might be a range. Support there, support here. Go short. No, we are not going to trade that. Okay, let's it's just a range. Okay, it's a range. It's a range, so I wouldn't want to trade that. I'll only trade that if the market was actually trending. Let's say this low was taken out, then a pullback. So not trade that. It's just a range and could be a trap for many market flow traders who will be hitting on their sell button right there. Well, it might go for them, but for me, I'm not taking that trade. Okay, next one, Australian dollar against the American dollar. The American dollar seems to be giving out some strength. Also range for the entire week. No trades here for us. Not your fault, not my fault. We cannot move the market. Very ugly range. Okay, sterling pounds against the Japanese yen. We talked about this yesterday as well. Price is also in this range. So for the entire week as well, no trading opportunity. It has just been sideways. Not your fault, not my fault. We cannot move that market. Okay, today, no. I also encourage you not to trade this. Okay, don't trade bounces off that level. Don't do that. Price is actually respecting support, is reacting off support, and you don't want to trade against that force, do you? You don't want to trade against the force that is bouncing price off that level. Just be patient, watch the chart. Okay, the euro against the Swiss franc. This is the one that looks quite interesting, but still having some problems here. It is trying to deal with that level of resistance. Yeah. Okay, but again, might be a trap because in the monthly time frame, price is reacting off support level. So that force might be driving price to the upside. Actually, the pair is also at a problematic zone that it should be going down, but it is a bit too early for us to hit on our sell button at this particular level. Let's hold on. Price might come all the way somewhere in here, maybe where we have that trend line. Okay, somewhere around in the air before they turn back down. So just be patient. Okay, it is really not a fine market here. It is actually trending, right? So just be patient. We need some more confirmation with this setup. Okay, sterling pounds against the Swiss franc. Reaction of this level of resistance. It has been hesitating around that area on a flat bottom triangle in the 4 hours time frame. We have talked about that already. So we are waiting for a breakout. The trade plan here is clear. So for the entire week, nothing really happened in our favor. So not your fault again, not my fault, just the market's behavior. Nowhere to invest here for the entire week. Okay, sterling pounds against the American dollar. Let's see this trading around support zone. You should take into consideration this level. That means no short opportunity here for now until that level breaks. In the hourly time frame, let's see, we have a trend line. Actually, price is dealing with that 4 hours level of support. Let's just draw our Tokyo range in the 15 minutes time frame. Tokyo range, okay, this, if possible, just color that. Just color that and wait for the breakouts. Okay, so that's the Tokyo range. Price has been going sideways within that area, so let's wait to see if we can get a breakout to the upside, pull back, reversal move. We will not be trading short opportunities because this is the daily level of support. Okay, that's that. But we also have a counter trend line connecting those lows. The sterling pounds against the the American dollar might be facing some problems today. That's a counter trend line. Do we want to put ourselves in this type of condition? Resistance there, resistance here, this level. That's double level of resistance there. Then support around here as well. Just too much of a problematic zone. We should allow price move away from this area. We shouldn't be trading there. Okay, let's not put our money in a very bad spot. Okay, the euro against the Japanese yen. Yeah, this one looks good. You can see that the trade plan remains for as of yesterday. We talked about price making that a pullback to that zone. Then we find a red candle close in the 4 hours time frame for us to go short. Repeat, in the 4 hours time frame only for us to go short. This will be valid using the market flow strategy. Okay, using the market flow strategy, so it's on our radar again. Okay, so let's just keep this one for today and see if we can find a valid entry. If we don't, then we will not be taking any trade. Of course, we have room up to support level here, even though this is a fake breakout here. That's the actual support zone. Anyway, let's see what's going to happen in the 4 hours time frame, but we must be we must wait for the red candle. If no red candle, you really do not want to trade. Okay, next one, euro against the American dollar. Okay, what do we have here? Sideways Tokyo range, looking quite tight here for this pair. This is resistance line, resistance, support, no room. This is the only room to the upside, room to the downside, no room, just like the sterling pounds against the American dollar. So what do we want to trade here? Do we want to trade against this levels of support and resistance? Actually, we wouldn't want to do that. We need price to move away from this level of resistance, move away from this level of support. The room here is just too small. Okay, so take it away, wait for the breakouts of those levels. The American dollar against the Japanese yen, price came back up. It has been in sideways bias. In fact, for the entire week, it's extremely hard to trade in this pair. No valid trading opportunity for us for the entire trading week. So nothing good happening here. Okay, just stay away from this. This is a no-go. Avoid it. The Australian dollar against the Japanese yen. Again, here the entire week. just nothing for us. You can see the sideways price behavior. Sideways price behavior. So anyway, not your fault, not my fault. Sterling pound against the New Zealand dollar. This one here is bearish. You can see the beauty of understanding price action. A lot of traders would have traded that pin bar there and by now should be on the hit. But we avoided it, okay? We avoided it for a very good reason. And you can see that price just kept pushing to the downside. Okay, this level here has been damaged. We can take out this level. I think price actually respected this one. Let me see if I can think so. Seems this is what is actually playing out here. Take this one. Here's the channel. This one is leaning too much. I'm going to delete that for now. Ugly chart, difficult to analyze. Okay, resistance there, respected here. Support here, might be support. It's been sideways. Okay, daily time frame. No level is being respected again. You can take that out. Place it as an area. Okay, forward time frame trending to the downside. Directional bias is clearly down, bearish. Okay, we'll only be searching for short opportunities. Price here is bearish, just short opportunities. American dollar against the Canadian dollar. This pair is trading around heavy level of resistance at this time. Actually, I went too far to even place a counter trend line around that area. This is heavy level of resistance for this pair. We are still watching to see early next week. We might be looking for short entries depending on the close of market for this week. One hour time frame, not really clear. What usually happens is that we get 2 down days, 2 up days, no sustained trend, so you might have another 2 down days. That's what usually happens, no sustained trend. The price don't just keep pushing. In majority of the price, that's what I have been seeing. Okay, here do not trade any long opportunity here. Don't click on your buy button. You'll be trading against heavy level of resistance. It could move in your direction, but it's the risk there is just too much. All right, let's see the American dollar against the Swiss franc. Okay, this seems to be heading towards that heavy level of resistance again in the weekly time frame. It is not giving up. The push is still there. Let's see what's going to happen around that level of resistance for next week. Meanwhile, it is challenging the daily level of resistance, this one here. So not still a good point to go long, even though it is still bullish. You must be very careful hitting on your buy button. All right, so for the entire week, 1 2 3 4 5, it has been bullish. Trading opportunities offered along the line. I think we missed some entries as well, but we were being careful with all of these levels of resistance around that zone. So it was wise not to even trade in. The Canadian dollar against the Swiss franc. Let's see this. Price is trading around the weekly level of resistance. Quite difficult to hit on our buy button. Can take out this level right now. It's been a range. We can place this here, then just place this one here to be simple enough with the charts. Range in markets, even in the 4 hours time frame. for this week. No trading opportunity offered here. It's been sideways. Swiss franc against the Japanese yen. This one has been bearish. We talked about this before. The pattern in the monthly time frame is the flat top triangle. That level there as resistance, and this one here as support. Price is pushing down because of that pin bar right there. Well, this is likely not to stay down for too long. Somewhere around current level, we might be seeing price bouncing back up. Somewhere around current price level, it's a huge risk to click on your sell button. Price might be turning back up. Okay, and that's why we will be avoiding this trade here. You can see that in the 4 hours time frame. That might be the pullback, but we will be avoiding that because we have been able to establish in the long term that clicking on our sell button around that area carries a very high degree of a risk. The New Zealand dollar against the Swiss franc. Well, a lot of persons might have also fallen victim to this pair, which was actually turning to the upside. They would have been trading these traps. These are traps right there, those pin bars there, which looks like they were happening around that level of resistance. They hit on their sell button, it got triggered. In fact, you will see how price, the market movers were able to drive price towards the low of that pin bar just to trigger so many entries, then push price in the opposite direction. That usually happens. Well, we avoided it. I deliberately avoided it. Now we can keep this, and you should be expecting the possibility of channel. Maybe after taking out all of those stop losses, it will begin to come back down or keep pushing to the upside. For now, this is the possibility of price pattern that we might be seeing in this chart. Okay, so a little bit of an up move there again. Let's keep this level. All right, so it has also been a difficult week for this pair. It has been flat, nothing to trade there. The New Zealand dollar against the Canadian dollar. This one, we talked about this in the weekend market analysis, where we said we should not be trading against that heavy rejection in the let me see, I think news announcement coming up. Just got an alert. Okay, coming from the Japanese yen axis 2 minutes before that news announcement. The Bank of Japan Governor Kuroda will be speaking. Okay, let's hope to see some volatility across all Japanese yen pairs. All right, we talked about not trading against that heavy rejection in the weekly time frame, and of course, price has been pushing to the upside, although in a very ugly fashion. I saw this yesterday, but we are involved in the New Zealand dollar pair already, so no need. The trend is a terrible one to trade in. The Australian dollar against the Canadian dollar. See what's going on here. We cannot trade in this type of market. It is not for us. So nothing for the entire week, even though price managed to keep up. The sterling pounds against Australian dollar trending to the downside. It is trending, but again the market volume is really low. That makes it quite difficult to follow such a trend. The euro against the sterling pounds. Let's see this. Lots of hesitation going on with this pair. We actually waited for pullback to this area for us to look for short entries, but you can see they have messed up with that price behavior. Now we are seeing hesitation. For this week, This week has been a disaster with this pair. We didn't find anything to trade. It's just been sideways due to possibly the Euro Economic Summit. The euro against the Canadian dollar. Let's see this. This seems to be returning down and might be bearish for next week. Okay, we have support here. What else? 1 hour time frame. Another terrible one. Sideways price behavior. Sideways price behavior. Nothing to trade. Avoid it. Australian dollar against the Swiss franc. We had an expanding triangle. And the weekly time frame price is actually approaching resistance. But quite mixed here. Really mixed. That pin bar again might be a trap in the daily time frame. You see that pin bar right here. It might be a trap in the daily time frame. But at any rate, this pair is trading around resistance zone. You should not even be going long around that area. This expanding triangle, the upper leg here, this one here, has been holding price, doing its best, but the pressure is still very much to the upside. Quite a mixed pair. I have not found anything. We'll only be looking to go short if this level of support, this one here, is broken. But of course, we have another level of support here. Quite mixed. Euro against Australian dollar. This is going downwards. Let's see. But quite an ugly trend again. Just too choppy. Low volume. The sterling pounds against the Canadian dollar, again flat for the entire week. No trading opportunity for us. Euro against the New Zealand dollar, pushing downwards. This is turning down quite sharply. Okay, we'll wait for price to deal with this level of support before trading that trend to the downside. Alright, I think that's basically all. We need to wait for a price to give us some valid entries. We don't want to take blind entries. Remember again, we are risking our actual monies here, so we need to be extremely patient and very disciplined. We need to be very selective with our strategies. Euro against the Swiss franc. Okay, let's be patient. If we are taking any entry, you will definitely know about that. For now, we are still holding just the New Zealand dollar against the American dollar. Let's see how this plays out. Okay, thanks for being here. Thanks for holding forward for the entire week. For those of you who have been around for free, I am sorry, you might be ending your free access to this live session for this week. It's interesting, and it's very interesting, and a privilege having you here. Well, we at this point in time, we don't really care anymore. Even if it is just 2 or 4 in the live trading room, myself and Hector, we are just fine trading the markets and booking our profits as time goes on. We are not in a hurry to take so many low quality trades. We are only interested in trading what will benefit us in the long run. Thanks again for being here. We'll talk again hopefully next week Sunday before the market open. Meanwhile, we are still in the market searching for trading opportunities. If we find anything interesting, we will definitely let you know through the Telegram channels. Okay, do enjoy your weekends. I hope you made some profit for this week, even though for us we saw just only one trade for this week. I hope the reviews were helpful for you to trade using your trading strategies. Do enjoy your weekend. Have a fantastic one. Questions, contributions, welcome. Send them across and we will respond to them. Do have a lovely weekend. Bye bye.